We have a full package for you, and today it's going to be all about women. Well, with me this morning I have Chef Nneka of Dolphin Restaurants. Good morning.
Good morning.
Like I said, it's all about women, so you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
You're
joining us.
welcome. Happy Women's Day.
Same to you. Well, before I get down to the whole activities of today, Jazzy, I saw something on one of the pictures that I said the world would be meaningless, or if women were not available, the world, money would be meaningless.
Well, we sort of put a mark on the whole idea of money. Like money, woman, everything that a woman embodies has to do with elegance. And how do you buy so much of all these things?
Good money. Anyway, you're welcome, Chef Nneka. Happy Women's Day to you.
Happy Women's Day to you.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, today is Women's Day, and we're celebrating women all over the world. Now, so far, life as a woman and your business, how has it been?
Wow, thank you for the opportunity to be here. Life as a woman has been very good. I'm happy I'm a woman.
Wow.
I don't wish to be a man, no. I'm happy I'm a woman. So life as a woman and in my business is been very good, because there's actually no aspect of life that doesn't have its own fair of life's challenges. But so far so good. We've been doing well, God helping us. So I can say it's really very good.
Okay, now in your field as a woman, what are the major challenges you faced?
Okay, in my field as a woman, I'm a chef. I run a restaurant. Yes. I am a wife. I am a mother. In the aspect of my business, personally, I have 19 staff working for me. It's not a whole lot, because I've been able to master how to handle people. That's the human capital, how to be able to manage them and bring out the best in them. For my field, there are no plenty men in what I do, even though there are men, but in this part of the world there are not as much as women doing what I do. So we really don't face a lot of all those challenges of maybe men taking what supposedly belongs to the women in the food industry.
Okay. Now,
how do you think you've been able, since the issue of gender inequality is not very obvious in your industry, more women are here, how have you been able to inspire young girls in this field?
Okay, in my own field, blessedly I have two girls. So, and whenever they look at me, they're like, Mom, I want to be a chef. And not just that, I also have people. Like in my village, I'm supposed to be there later today. I come from Enugu State. I have young girls in my village that I mentor. A few of them are like from the less privileged side, so I take care of their fees and everything. And I also take time to go visit them, look at their school work, which is what I'm going to do today once I get to Enugu. I'm going to look at their books, look at how they are doing, take out time, talk to them. I don't just talk to them, I also talk to their parents, because I feel that it starts from the home. If we can be able to do our homework very right and not leave some for teachers, some for maids or house helps, if we as mothers will be able to do our work very well, things will be a bit more stable in the society. So I have young girls I'm mentoring. They must not do what I'm doing, but I teach them to, as a woman, you are not disadvantaged.
sure.
You need to stand up. You need to go to school. You need to get as much knowledge as possible. I read a lot. Like now, from here, I'm going to school. I'm trying to get another professional certificate as a chef. So I encourage them to go to school, learn as much as you can, read as much as you can. If you want to be a medical doctor, don't just read only medical books. Take out time, read motivational books, read other books. So I teach people to be able to, especially women, not that I don't teach men, but I'm particularly passionate about women, to teach them to stand on their feet is very, very important.
Okay. Now the theme for this year's International Women's Day is balance for better. Now you said you have 19 staff in your organization. How have you been able to balance gender inequality? Do you have just female staff or both male and female?
Okay. I have female staff and I have male staff. I have more of male staff.
Okay.
Yes. But in my kitchen, I have more of female. Male staff are the waiters. Initially when I started working with ladies, but there were distractions. So I decided to mix them up. Like I have, my cashier is a lady. In the kitchen staff, there are about 6 ladies in the kitchen. Then I have dispatch people too. Ladies are not particularly doing that for now, but I know that they are going to come up because I'm also learning how to ride bike so that I could also do that, you know. Then so I don't just take ladies. I try to create a balance because as much as I know everybody should be given opportunity.
Well, there is this song we sang while growing up about mommy in the kitchen cooking rice while daddy is in the sitting room watching ball.
Watching ball, exactly.
So,
or reading newspaper.
so do you think there are stereotype rules for kids or for people? Probably ladies cook while guys watch ball or do something different. Is cooking, you've said your daughters are already picking up the fact that they want to be a chef like you. Do you think this is because they feel like cooking is something women should do?
No. I remember that song, that's why I'm laughing. Cooking is not just cut out for women. As a matter of fact, the school that I'm going to now is owned by a guy, Chef Stone. He's a guy. And I also have kitchen staff that are guys, and I teach them to. Sometimes they try to run, but I bring it because one thing I've been able to do is that I believe in building people. I teach them how to cook because we cannot just say it's for women. No, cooking is. My husband cooks for me at times because sometimes he'd be like, "Relax, let me do something for you." So cooking is not for ladies or girls. No, it should be. Men should also cook. Men should learn how to cook special meals for their wives on their birthday. It must even be on their birthday. Just your wife could just be coming home and saying I'm tired, and then you just go into the kitchen and prepare something for the family. So it should be balanced. Men should cook, women should cook. Yes.
Okay, now getting that ideology also, how has it been so far? You find most people saying, no, I wouldn't want my child to be a doctor. It's a role for a boy or
a mechanical engineer.
Exactly. I don't want her to be a mechanical engineer because she should be able. Your daughters come up and say that, no, mommy, I want to be a chef because you cook too. I don't want to be a mechanic. Maybe my brother would do that. How would you handle that?
Funny enough, I trained as a civil engineer.
Beautiful.
I'm a civil engineer by training. And then when we were in school, we were 3 girls to 71 guys.
That is the problem. You find less girls in such courses because they believe it's for the boys.
But I don't believe that it's for... There are some courses for boys and then for ladies. Look at nursing, for instance. Men are going into it. Men are going into it. So I feel people should be allowed. People should be allowed to actually look at what they want to do, who they want to become. Who, you know, we teach them how to model after people. It could be a guy. Model that you a girl doesn't mean you can model your life or your career after a man. So people should be given the liberality to choose. My girls, I won't choose for them what they want to do. Peradventure, if they want to end up as a chef, good, I will support them. I'll create a platform for them to thrive. But I'm not particularly going to say because you're a girl, you must be a doctor. You must be, no, because I even feel my children first want to train as something else before being a chef. Yes, that's the plan. They want to go to school because I'm going to I'm actually getting my professional certificate because I want to own my own culinary school. So one of the meetings I had with them was that they could actually be instructors in the school, probably at their spare time when they come back for holidays. So it's not going. I'm not forcing them, or we are not doing it because mommy is a chef and then my daughters have to follow after me. Even though I followed after my mom, because my mom have run a restaurant for more than 40 years and still going. So I'm not going to put my daughters in such box because I feel it's a box.
Okay, still about International Women's Day. You're a mother and you're working. How do you balance that? How do you balance being a mom, being there for your kids, and
The timing.
the timing, at the same time being there for your kids and for your husband, and at the same time work?
Okay. Well, my husband first, he supports me. He encourages me to live my dream.
Okay.
So he gives me time to go after my dream, to go do what I love to do. And then for my daughters, they also know that sometimes mommy needs to work all through the night. They also know that most times mommy runs a restaurant. She comes picks us from the school, and then all of us come to the restaurant. My daughter, my senior daughter, she's in secondary school. She does cashier work when she's around. So all of us, we are all somehow in the business. So my other daughter comes back from school. She stays with me in the restaurant for a while before she goes home. And then once my husband returns from work, he works as in the Nigerian army. Once he returns from work, I have to go home, be with family.
That's actually a very beautiful one.
Well, you have spoken about the fact that you try to get the male in your kitchen to do some work, but how have you been able to ensure that there's a more diverse and inclusive world, especially when it comes to your restaurant now? Every single person is involved. No one feels left out, or for the men, they do not feel like this certain thing should be for the woman. How much more have you done to ensure that?
In my business.
In your business.
Okay. How I run my business, I don't like say nobody knows what I'm adding here, nobody knows what I'm adding in this one. Because I learned that some people say at some point they are like, okay, this one is my secret.
Yes.
I don't do all those. So everybody is involved. My delivery people, they are involved in the kitchen. They can switch as kitchen staff. They can switch as waiters. They can also do the delivery work they're employed to do. So I make things as open as possible for everybody in the business. Everything. I could take one week, 2 weeks off, and then they know everything that I'm doing. The monetary aspect, whatever comes in, there are particular people that handle it, because there has to be division of labor so that everybody knows what they are supposed to be doing. So I make sure that people know everything, how we run the business day to day. Because as much as whatever I'm doing, I'm also always telling them that I am building you for your own business, for your own tomorrow. Because you never know where life will throw you to. Because in my family business, it is being run today by my 3 brothers. So had it been they didn't really, learn it from my mom. Now that mommy wants to retire, it would be like, okay, who runs the business? And then things could just, the business could die and not survive, outlive my parents that started it.
Now, quickly, I want to know your take on gender inequality. We have different type. We have, like she said, we have different type of feminists. We have those that believe that no, we must be equal. We have those that believe that I don't even need a man in my life. We have those that believe that yes,
let's work together.
Let's work together. And then we have, which is the category I believe in, we have those that I can be a mother, I can do whatever I want to do. I can be married and still have a happy home. So what is your take on gender inequality and feminism in Nigeria?
I'm like you. Of course, I like meeting people where they are first. Some people that tell you, I don't even need a man in their life, they have their reasons.
Okay.
I don't particularly like condemn them or say nothing is wrong with them. It could be because of experience, growing up, trying to have a relationship with a man, their experiences, they're like, no, I'm done with men. I used to be there before. But now, I believe that there should be marriage, because some people don't believe in marriage. Some people say, let me just be a baby mama and I'm good. No, I don't completely support that. But it's your life. If that's what you want, good for you. But for me, I respect marriage. I respect the fact that I have a man over me. He is over me according to the word of God, which is what I live by. I respect that there should be a man over me. I respect him. I honor him as my husband. I also believe that I should have children if I'm privileged to, and if I'm not privileged to, you can adopt, have children. It must not be your biological children. Have children, and try as much as possible. As a woman, a home depends on a woman. Try as much as possible to build your home. Don't leave it for anybody. Don't say, I have house help. Don't say, hubby is going to do. Husband will do his own. But there's that woman touch that every family needs. You know, and as a woman, you should be prayerful. In your place of prayer, you can never overemphasize it.
When they say the woman is a homemaker, I can't imagine how my house would be without my mom.
Honestly.
And it's normal. The day your mom is not around, the house is like,
something is wrong.
Something is wrong. But then when she's around, you wish
it's enough. She should just
we are big enough to handle things.
But when she goes out, it's like everywhere will just be gloomy and mom is not around. At least I know my mom for one. From the gate, you will know she's back.
From the yelling, this, do that.
Who has not washed plates? Why is your shoe here? Like, man, just chill.
You're just coming back.
Calm down. You're just coming back. And then when she goes up, like, I'm missing mommy.
She's not here.
She's not here. So a woman is a homemaker, and that is what I really put out to women on Women's Day. We should celebrate ourselves. Now, what do you say about women that take it upon themselves to put women down?
It's lack of understanding.
Okay.
It's lack of understanding and unhealthy rivalry. But I'm happy things are changing. I'm happy women are learning to come together. Because that's what men has been doing. Amazing. That's what they do in beer parlors. Yes, that's what they do in clubs. They come together, they talk, they discuss opportunities. But women be like, let it be only me. I just want to shine alone. You cannot shine alone. We need one another. So if you're a woman out there and you're thinking it's just about me, well, you really can't go far, because we need one another. You can't shine alone, you can't win alone. You need one. Even like Serena Williams, she has a coach. She's not doing it on her own. She has a family. As a matter of her family, before, I don't know, now that she's married, I'm really not following her so much. But I know that her father is very strongly behind them. She and Venus. So you can't shine alone. You cannot say, I'm a woman, let me do it all alone on myself. Well, you can try, but it's better. Bible says two are better than one.
Well, that's really an interesting one. Still on Women's Day now, let's talk about the safety of women in society. You know, earlier we were talking about rape and all of that. How safe are the women and our young girls?
Especially when we see the fact that many people say a woman is not safe at night, and people have come up to even debunk that one, that it's no longer at night where you say maybe when it's getting dark a woman is scared to work. It's no longer at night. We have issues that deal with catcalling, harassment, so many things that women, young girls have to face. You have daughters too. When they walk on the streets, are we really safe? What can we do to ensure that we do more for women in our society?
Information is important. Information is important. We should share information with our children concerning their safety. You know, I always tell my girls when they were small, even now, there are some places in your body that a guy should never touch. Once it's going to that, try and look for help. Call out for help. So concerning the security of women, well, I wouldn't really say so much, but what I can emphasize is that these things begin from home. Teach your children. Most times, a few times, if I'm right, it happens in the company that these girls keep. If you keep the right company, you might not easily fall prey to all this menace. But because some people just want to belong, want to be seen with a particular group or clique and things like that, you find out that they just easily fall prey to all those other things that like rape and abuse that shouldn't really be like that.
Okay.